If you go back to my round 1 preview video, I told everyone I had no confidence going into this series. It's the Leafs and the Bruins. I don't care what the teams look like on paper. But, ghosts are there. And here we are, and the Leafs are on the brink of elimination. The only way this team moves on is if they win 3 straight and 2 in Boston, including a Game 7, if it even amounts to that, which, let's be honest, it probably won't. But I just want to watch players give a damn. Like, show me that you care. Like, I'm wearing the bucket on my head. I mean, why? Of course, why not? Look when I turn around and look what else it says. And I know the year, it's 18, 19. Where's the other thing? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not on this. Oh, it's like burning my head now. Regardless, I thought I saw somewhere something about passion. And we hear that word a lot in Leafs Nation. But it feels like the players don't have it. We're watching the dudes argue on the bench. We're watching them not care. We're watching Ryan Reeves throw muffins into the middle of the ice, where Connor Dewar, who's done a fine job in this series, sits in the press box. I don't get it. I don't know what we're doing. I think Sheldon Keefe has 1, maybe 2 games left as a Toronto Maple Leafs head coach. He got out-coached to all hell today. I mean, we've seen this year in, year out with him in the playoffs. And Ilya Samsonov's done as a Leaf. I think you've just seen it. I think tonight was his final game as a Leaf, and it sums it up perfectly. Was he great? No. Was he the reason you lost? No. But did he give you a chance? Also no. You look at the 3 goals he allowed today. Now, you can't blame him on the third one. It's like a little mini 2-on-0 with Marchand and Pasternak. Fine, so whatever. The first 2, I'm like, good Lord. First off, 5 minutes to go in the first period. And if it ain't Leaf-like, I don't know what is. Ryan Reeves has the puck on the half boards, and he throws a muffin right to the middle of the ice. And who picks it up? James Van Riemsdyk. Oh, the former Leaf, because it always has to go this way. And where the hell is Samsonov flying around to? Like, if you look when the shot is taken from JVR, look what Samsonov looks like. He's like a freaking starfish. There's no form of trying to make a good quality sound save. There's nothing. And it goes right 5-hole on him as he's flying around like a fish out of water. Now, Reeves, horrible turnover. That should have never happened. But mix in a save a little bit, especially when it's beating you like clean like that. It's an ugly one. Leafs are down 1-0 5 minutes ago. And of course, the former Leaf is the one who gets them on the board. In the second period, 8 minutes in, on the power play. Isn't it nice to have a power play you can score the damn puck, put the freaking puck in the net? Wouldn't that be nice? Because you lose the special teams battle yet again. And the Leafs are 1 for 14, I think it is, in this series? Marchand with a shot from the far side, or was it kind of like the bottom of the circle? And Samsonov is nowhere to be found. Absolutely nowhere. I'm guessing who was it at the point? Was it McAvoy? Because, God, Samsonov is out of his crease and he's down. So when Marchand gets the pass and he one-timers it, he didn't have to one-timer it. Because Samsonov is down, way out of his crease. He's got a wide-open cage to shoot at. I mean, it's horrible from Ilya Samsonov. And you're down 2-0. The boos start coming, getting frisky at Scotiabank Arena. And then Pasternak scores with under a minute to play to make it 3-0. Matthews doesn't come out for the third period with a illness. And, I don't know, Nylander, whatever. Marner, sure, he scored a beautiful goal, but who cares? Because you were down 3-0 over halfway through, or what was that, 5 minutes in, so you still had 15 minutes. Who cares? It didn't amount to squat. In a desperate game where everybody in the building knew the Leafs needed to win this game, you have 25 shots on goal. 25. And I'm going to tell you this, Leafs fans, Bruins fans, this is my take what's going to happen for Game 5. One of 2 things is going to happen. Number 1, The Leafs are going to win a game because they actually feel desperate and they need to fire everything they can and just see what happens. Maybe. The other way could be that, again, Nylander's probably not feeling 100%. Matthews ain't feeling 100%, I guess. Marner's probably still lingering with his ankle. They call it curtains. And they lose 5-1 or 5-0 or 6-1 or something massive number and call it curtains on the season. That's how it's going to go. You're probably not going to see a 3-1, a 3-2 loss. I mean, if you do, who cares? Really. But my take, you're either getting blown out or you're winning the game. Because at this point, I ask myself, why the hell do I care anymore? Like, why do I care if the guys on the ice getting paid the millions of dollars look like they don't? And everyone's going to talk in the comments, and I know I'm going to see it all over social. Trade Marner, trade this, trade Matthews, trade Nylander. Guess what? Numbnuts. It ain't happening. You know why? They all have no trade clauses. And Marner's kicks in now, I think, going into his last... He's going to get a contract. He's going to get a contract unless Marner, being the guy that, is the one that gets all the heat and the one that feels all the heat and reacts a lot, maybe he wants out. I don't know. I doubt it. But who knows? All I know is that this Leaf team, we all talk about, well, the D-core is not great. Well, you know what? The goal scoring has always been the issue. What have we talked about year in, year out? Special teams, no good come playoff time. You were 0 for 3 again today. They were 1 for 3. You lost that battle. Again. And your goal scoring. Like, if you go back in the games that Frederik Andersen played in net for the Leafs, I mean, look, he wasn't all terrible all the time. Like, some of the squeaker goals kind of stunk, and yeah, you can make a save here. Sure, you couldn't score goals. Leafs Nation, since the start of that Florida series last year, the Leafs have scored 3 goals. 1 time! And it was game 2 of this series. Every other game, it's been 2 goals or 1 goal. They haven't scored. Sure, we can get all pissy about the defense and the blah, blah. You haven't put the puck in the net. That's why you've lost. You look at the Bruins' goal scoring in this series. It hasn't been world beaters. They scored 3 today. 3 plus an empty netter in the last game. They scored 2. Yeah, they lost 5-1 in game 1. Sure, there's the one outlier. But the last 3 games have been they've scored 3 goals with a goalie in the net. And that's it. And the Leafs just can't do it. Or less than 3 goals, 3 or less, or whatever it is. They just can't do it. We talked about it coming into the series. Your best players need to be your best players. Matthews has 1 goal in this series. And albeit in game 2, and he was great, the best Leaf out there, won them that hockey game. Marner, yeah, sure, he got a goal today. Great, good on him. He's got 2 points in 4 games. It's not great. And Nylander just came back today. And whatever. He did. How much did he play today? Nylander had a penalty. He played 22 minutes. Had 3 shots on net. In a game that's supposed to be so desperate. Marner had 3 shots. Nylander had 3 shots. Where's Matthews? 1 shot on goal. Now, albeit he only played 2 periods, so there's that part of it as well. They look checked out. They look done. I'd love to be wrong about that, and I'd love for them to come out on Tuesday and let us watch another hockey game. Because at that point, that's where my mind is. I don't believe they're going to win this series. I never believed it from the start. But I'd like to see them win Tuesday because I want to watch another hockey game. And if not, Sheldon's gone because I think he's done with it. And also, yeah, I think the team's checked out. We all knew this from a while ago and hadn't happened. And then they turned it around and they made the playoffs again. Sure, but he always gets outcoached. He just always gets outcoached. And also the team stinks on the ice. Well, at least they play that way. All right, so game 4, 5, whatever the hell we're on now. Game 5 goes on Tuesday in Boston. quite possibly the last game of the season for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Joseph Woll will be getting the start because Ilya Samsonov did not finish today's game. He was pulled after 2 periods. Woll plays the third, and, he made all the saves. I don't know how many he faced. Let me quickly check that. Joseph Woll, 5. Sure. Made all 5 saves. Look, he's your guy on Tuesday in Game 5, as every Leaf fan just thinks, hey, can our goaltender steal us a game? Because that's the only real thought we have right now, because the team, the other guys on the ice, not doing it for us. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I could be talking to you guys end of season on Tuesday, or I could be talking to you guys about forcing a Game 6 and playing another day. That's really what it is at this point. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because you obviously didn't, but if you're a Bruins fan or any other fan for that matter, because people love to crap on the Leafs, hit the like button anyways. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from the game? For the Toronto Maple Leafs, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below as well, so follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, just as bad in a little bit here. They're awful again today, so this should be fun. And yeah, Leafs Edition, Tuesday, Game 5, Leafs and Bruins on the brink of elimination. Are they going to show like they're on the brink of elimination, or are they just going to, want to head down south and get their flip-flops on and get going? We'll see. We'll see on Tuesday. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and obviously not the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.